Hi, I'm Connie Fuksa with Foot Title Group. I know I don't look like I normally do. Please don't judge. I was out doing an evening walk tonight to try to get my exercise in because I wasn't able to get it done this morning, had an early meeting. But while I was walking, I was thinking about you and something that I think we need to think about and that I wanted to share. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get you this message while I was walking because I have really bad internet signal where I was walking. So waited till I got back, and I wanted to share with you about choices. And let me remind you, if you are getting online live with us, please check in so I can say hi. I can see where you're checking in from. And so, we can talk about any questions that you have, and I can put some information out there specifically for you. So again, please don't judge. Working out tonight and thinking about you and thinking about choices. So choices. We have to make choices about all kinds of things. We make choices about what we're going to have for dinner. We make choices about whether we're going to go for a walk or ride a bike. We make choices about who we're going to deal with to go to the dentist, who we're going to have do our hair. We make all kinds of choices, and we make those consciously because we know what's important to us, and we understand things that we need to be thinking about so we can make those choices. Hey Phil, how are you? Hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for tuning in. So the choices that we make those because we're informed and we understand that it's up to us to make those choices, and we have all the information or do the research to make the right choice. If we get in a car accident, we do some research, get some referrals, and deal with a company that can do a good job on taking care of our car. When we go to the doctor, we are always looking for good referrals and looking up information about the doctor. When you get insurance, you make informed choices not only about who you're going to deal with for your insurance, maybe for your home or your car, but also the things that go into that insurance. And I'm offering you all of these thoughts because the one thing that I think, and I found out, I talked about a little bit yesterday, while I was doing some market research over the past week with some 20-somethings, and one particular in being my son, I realized that they have no idea what a title company or a settlement company or a home closing company was. And so I had to figure out how to change my words so that they could understand not only what it does, but how important it is to the home buying process, and that it's crucial to make a choice for yourself. Do some research, ask some questions, talk to people that you know, and make sure that you're making a choice, not because someone else says this is the right answer for you, but you're taking that information, but that you're also looking at what that title company, settlement company, home closing company does and what it means to you. So I'm Connie Fuksa with Foot Title Group, and we've changed our wording a little bit so that we could talk to you and you to understand a little bit better about what we're talking about. So we want you to do some research. We want you to understand what a home closing company is. When we say title company, most people don't even understand what that is. And when you're buying your first home, somebody says to you at some point, well, you have to go to closing. Well, we've changed our wording a little bit. So when someone asks me what I do, I now explain to them that I own a company that does home closings and why it's important. So the other thing I wanted to point out to you is, what does a home closing company do? A home closing company does a couple of things depending on where they're located. One of the things they do is take all of the paperwork and all of the people and all of the inspections and all of the money and pull those all together. Hey, good evening, Margie. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. So we take all of those pieces and coordinate them. So when you're ready to go to closing, everything is pulled together for you. And that's our job, is to make sure all those things are pulled together in the right place at the right time with all the right information. The second thing we do, which is very important and really an important reason why you should choose, is we do a title search to check the ownership records of that property, because we want to make sure that no one can ever come back and try to take that home away or cause you any kind of problem once you take ownership of that home. One of the most terrible things in the world would be if you're sitting there watching TV, watching the CMT awards, watching the ESPY awards, or watching your favorite sports, and someone knocks on the door and says, hey, I have an ownership interest in this house and you're going to have to get out. So we search that information. We go back and check for any irregularities and fix any of those things that happen to come up or that we happen to find. We have a track record of a little more than 30 years making sure that those things are reviewed, questioned, resolved, and we ensure that no one can do that for you. So you actually get an insurance policy that protects you. So we do have that track record, a very limited amount of claims, and the protection of being with you and doing this for more than 30 years. The third thing and very important thing we do is we take in all the money from all the parties, and then we pay all the bills for you and make sure that's all taken care of. So these are things that you need to think about when you're choosing a company to do your home closing. And so I want you to think, you make choices about all other types of things. I want you to understand what a home closing company does and why that choice is so important. I'm Connie Fuksa with Foot Title Group. If you want more information, please go to our website. There's all kinds of resources. There's a Homebuyers guide. There's a Homesellers guide. There's links to all of the counties and their recording costs in both Maryland and Virginia. There are a booklet of sample documents. Some of the documents you might actually see at closing. You can download that book and get that information in advance so you can review those documents. Hey Wendy, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for checking in. So the sample closing documents booklet is on there. They're not all the things you're going to sign, and it's not exactly what you're going to sign, but it's very close. So it gives you that opportunity to look at that stuff if you'd like. So our website is full of all kinds of resources. And of course, any of my team, including myself, is always available for you to answer any questions that you have. So I look forward to talking to you again soon. Make your choice and choose wisely, because you have the right to choose who does your home closing. I'm Connie Fuksa with Foot Title Group, because your home closing should be the simple part. Have a great evening, everybody, and I'll talk to you again soon.